Stu's channel.
Alrighty, hey, welcome back once again to Stu's channel. This is my follow-up video of the X-Vert. I have flown this a number of times now, and I'm going to give you some tips with this thing. And I'm also going to kind of review and give you what I think a grade should be on a scale from A to F. This one's going to be a C. You're like, oh my, C! Oh, whoa! Stu, you're being so harsh. No, not really. Here's the thing. Horizon Hobby can always be counted on. If you look at the legacy of their planes, realistically, if they had an entire list of all the planes they've ever made, you could be blindfolded, put your finger on one, and you're probably going to end up with some top-notch, amazing vehicle you're going to have fun with for years. There's only been a couple of exceptions to this. One of them kind of wrongfully so. One was the Scimitar. Everybody had a tough time taking off with that thing, and that's why that got bad reviews. This one here, I have to give it the C because of the fact that one of the things is that these vertical stabs right here, honestly, if you included a piece of cellophane or something for the end right here, this thing performs much better if you put a little piece of cellophane on either side. The differentials on the motor will allow it to actually get up and do a knife edge. Without that, it will not perform a knife edge very successfully. You have to fight it, and it wants to tip over and do the whole bit. The main reason this thing's getting a C is because today, like I said, this has been flown several times. I would say less than 10 times. The propellers have never been removed. And yet, a propeller flew off today for no reason at all. None. And I have never had parts just simply fall off of a Horizon Hobby product. Ever have I had that happen. Just fall off for no reason. If you are planning on getting this, I would immediately take the screws out of the propellers, add some nail polish. I don't necessarily think you need to add some CA in there, but nail polish. I'm sure that many of you have a spouse or a girlfriend, and if you don't, then I don't know, borrow some. But nail polish would be preferable to this. It's a little more manageable. It's denser. It's less viscous than some of your CAs that you would use for prepping planes that you're building. So if you're a builder, your ultra thin is going to be bad news for this. So nail polish would work. Some medium CA would work. But I would basically prep these holes as if you were building the plane and then put the screws back in and occasionally check them. The worst thing, I landed over grass. If this comes out and you hit asphalt, this thing is not going to make it. It's going to be dinged up and bashed so terribly bad. If you are new and you just want to spend a little bit of money and you want a VTOL that's pretty cool, this might work out for you. If you've been in this hobby for a while, this guy is not going to work for you. This is not like the Convergence. The Convergence is an amazing vehicle. The only bad rap it has right now out there on the internet, in my opinion, is pilot error. And that's due to putting in a partially charged battery or just basically a partially charged battery. You cannot put a partially charged battery into a Convergence. It will fall out of the sky. And every video I see out there is of people falling out of the sky. I've had mine now. I probably have about 50 flights on it, and I haven't had a problem with it at all. This guy here, less than 10 flights, problems already. I could give it a little bit of a higher grade because one thing that is cool about this vehicle is the fact that it does land itself. If you're attempting to land this like you're going to land a quad or helicopter, put that idea out of your head. You won't be doing that. In fact, if you get out there and you switch the switch, you literally can put your throttle all the way down to nothing, and the thing will just pick up, take over, and land itself. It's that easy. Takeoffs for this, you better punch it out. You better just simply punch it right off the get. If you do not punch it, and there is hardly any wind at all, it will fall over. That's one of the the bummer is you can't just ease it off the ground barely. You have to kind of punch it up and get it into the air. So biggest complaint is, A, it's pretty slow. It doesn't have a replay wow factor of entertainment. And already, you know, I have something taking place that's not right. And so this one gets a C. It's a bummer. I might give this one away. We'll see what happens. Thanks for stopping by Stu's channel.
Holy Stu's channel.